Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Bucks versus Celtics NBA matchup on Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for one-on-one concierge-style service. These products aren't available on the website, but they're still easy to get. You just got to text the number that you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, go ahead and text that number. But let's get to it. Bucks taking on the Celtics. The Bucks second in the Eastern Conference standings. The Celtics first. Neither of those things are going to change before the end of the season, so this is where they're going to probably finish up. The Magic have a chance to catch the Bucks, and so do the Knicks, but I think that those chances have kind of gone by the wayside. Just not enough games left, and I think well, anything is possible. More than likely, these will be the top two teams in the Eastern Conference. So the only time these guys would meet is in the Eastern Conference Finals, and neither of these teams were able to knock off the Miami Heat last year. So they did not meet in the finals, even though the Bucks were the #1 overall seed last year, and they certainly didn't look like it when they got to the playoffs. What we've seen from the Bucks generally as of late, except for that game that we saw against the Knicks on Sunday, is that this team just looks almost disinterested. And you have to, we argued on the live show on Sunday morning, and we didn't really argue. We bantered, discussed, and between Jovan and Jay and myself and some of the other guys who were there as to who's running the ship there. And while I kind of pointed fingers at Doc Rivers and that he didn't really bring anything to the table when he came to coach the Bucks, Jovan was quick to point out that really you got to look at the Bucks players like Giannis and Middleton, that they're the ones that simply just aren't getting it done, and that coaches in the NBA only can do so much. And you have to kind of agree with them there on that as well. I think there's a lot of blame to be shared with the Milwaukee Bucks, who, it's tough to be blaming a team that's, 18 games over 500, but at the same time, the Bucks just don't look like a team that's ready to win an NBA championship, and that's what this team is basically playing for at this point. What we've seen from the Boston Celtics is a team that's played really well in the regular season in recent years. They did make it to the NBA Finals a couple of years ago, but it was the Warriors that really took control of that series in a hurry and almost embarrassed the Celtics out of town. And then last year, the Celtics unable to beat the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. I just think that the Celtics have a lot to prove this year, and it's like if they can, you can blame the age of Tatum and Brown and that they don't, great players don't get great until they're a little bit older than what these guys have been. These guys have certainly had their chances, and doesn't mean they're going to continue to get chances. So you have to kind of take advantage of them when you get them. The Celtics are 14-5-1 against the number in their last 20 against the Bucks. And the Bucks, though, 9-3 against the number versus the Atlantic. This is going to be a monster game and a war, and certainly a lot to prove. And while these teams might treat this as a game that, this is the team that they need to kind of send a message to make it to the finals, I'm not really 100% convinced that that's the case. And we saw Milwaukee beat up the Celtics earlier this season in Milwaukee. I don't think that happens either. I'm going to take the Celtics in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.